a little blurry, but that's the only picture, and you all know what I look like, so it really doesn't matter. As Devin said, I'm a family law attorney. I deal with an array of issues. I'm going to focus on power partners during this presentation and who they are for me. There's several power partners that I've brainstormed in preparing this presentation. One of them being marriage and family therapists, otherwise known as MFTs, psychologists, other attorneys, CPAs, financial planners, advisors, and pretty much anyone that communicates with other people could be a power partner. Anyone that's going to hear emotional stories from friends, family, or coworkers, anybody can essentially be a power partner for a family law attorney. But I'm going to focus on marriage and family therapists. Marriage and family therapists, I feel is a really strong power partner for me because not only do I refer to them, but they also refer back to me. I might refer, marriage and family therapists would get involved in the case with me when dealing with custody and visitation orders. That might happen either in the preparation for me going to a hearing where I see that there's something that I might need them to testify at the hearing with regards to the child and who should get custody of that child, or what the timeshare should be, or what the child's going through. So I might need them in the preparation for that hearing, or when I've already gone to court and we have seen, what's going on, we've had testimony from each side, and I see that this child may need some help, then I refer out to a marriage and family therapist to give them some counseling sessions and get them on the right path. Or they might come into play during a modification. A client comes into me and they want to modify a visitation order, and I might need to have an expert testify to something they might not be able to testify to. And so marriage and family therapists would come into a case that way too. Sorry. The two biggest issues in marriage and family therapists are ordered in a family law case and possibly have to report back to a judge is reunification counseling. That is when you have an out parent that wants to now have some custody and visitation of the child. There might need to be some counseling sessions to get that child to know who their other parent is. That could be father, child, mother, child, just depending on the circumstances. They might also I might also need husband and wife to learn how to co-parent together. And they might have to do co-parenting sessions. I always recommend co-parenting sessions and not classes. The classes allow one parent to go to one class at 5 and another parent to go to another class at 7, and that really doesn't help the situation. Also, when else would they become involved would be post-divorce counseling. So I would refer out to a marriage and family therapist for parenting support, learning how to communicate with each other, and I might refer out to a therapist for domestic violence, getting a wife that suffered domestic violence, self-empowerment, getting her to stand on her own 2 feet and understanding what has gone on and how she needs to move forward in the future. So I might rely on a therapist for that as well. Or in the process of the dissolution, as you can imagine, there's anxiety and there's depression that happens. So if I see that in my clients, I then refer out to a psychologist or a counselor or something to get them through the emotional trauma that they're going through. So that's how I refer to them. How do they refer to me? Marriage and family therapists would refer to me when maybe they have clients and they can see that they're going to be going down the divorce route. They would refer them to me to do some pre-divorce planning. There's certain things that you can't do once the divorce is final that you can do prior to filing for the divorce. Not hiding assets, but there are some things that you can do, like for instance, changing beneficiaries. You wouldn't want a life insurance policy going to the spouse you're getting a divorce. Well, you can't change that once you file the divorce, so you need to do it beforehand. So that would be a pre-divorce planning Also, you know, they might have clients of their own that are telling them what's going on in their life or whatnot, and how dad's not doing this or how mom's not doing this, so they might need modifications to their current orders, so they would refer those cases to me for the modifications. And then also, you know, they might have generally it's a woman, sometimes it is a man that suffers domestic violence, but they might have someone come into them because they have had some sort of abuse going on and they don't know what to do. Well, those counselors or therapists or psychologists would then refer them to me to get the restraining orders. So that's pretty much how the power partner for marriage and family therapists. So if you guys know any marriage and family therapists, I would really like an introduction to them so I can, you know, build those power teams. Any questions? Oh no.
No. That was 5 seconds. Okay. You ever run into a situation for kids divorcing parents, or situations where older kids and parents, and they want to take over the parents for dimensions?
That would be they would go in for a guardianship or conservatorship, adult children taking over financially for their parents' assets or whatnot, or power of attorney and so forth. It's not what I deal with. As far as minor children wanting to divorce their parents, that's emancipation. So that's also something I don't think. That would be in the 5th floor. Yeah. Anything else? Nope. Thank you.